Hi, Hayden here, and this video is going to be kind of an unboxing video of two items, and it's the Ryobi 4-cycle gas weed whacker, and then the expanded brush cutter. All right, so this here has a metal blade on it, and the other one here has a string on it, but this is a gas-powered device, and it's 4-cycle. I'm thinking about 4-cycle versus 2-cycle for me, and my wear and tear is I don't want to have to get into mixing fuels and stuff like that, fuel and oil for a 2-cycle. So the 4-cycle, I don't have to worry about that, and I can just go with it as it is. I will have to get familiar with it. I've never really, it was many years ago. I used a gas one, and it was probably a 2-cycle. So let's go ahead and get this box open. We'll go into the gas weed whacker first. You're going to hear some noise in the background. My car's running. Ironically, I have a dead battery on my lawnmower. All right, I hope that's what the issue is. And we'll find out shortly if I have a battery charger, or I had a battery charger, and this is one of those things about moving. When you start packing things away and you're not 100% where they are yet, that could be a nightmare. But I could have had my charger, and there's an outlet right there on the wall. I could be conditioning the battery for the lawnmower all the time. Now, if I'm not here at the property, I don't want to be doing that because, you know, there's a gas can in here too. All right, so here we go. It's pretty much an easy device to get out of the box. You have the main engine part here, and that comes out real nice and easy. It's got some protective plastic on it for dings and scratches. That's the car getting excited about what it's doing. The really important part for here in this bag is the handle for manipulating the whacker here. And then also there's a safety shield, which I find is going to be, or I would imagine is going to be extremely important, because the last thing I want to do is get my legs sliced off by my own weed whacker. That would be very embarrassing down in the emergency room. But here's a handle for us. And then this is a reel for the string one. You can hook this up, and it's supposed to be really easy to get your new string wrapped up around this thing. I don't ever plan on using this. I got this specifically because it's a 4-cycle gas engine, and I can't run electric cords way out there. It's just too far. And I think by the time the electricity got to it, it wouldn't be very effective or efficient. And so I'm going to spend some quality time looking over the owner's manual and the operational aspects of this thing, how to get it all juiced up, ready to go. The other thing I'm going to do, here's the weed whacker part of it, and that handle goes on here, and you can tighten up your strings really well. That's what that handle's for. And I saw it in the store. I can't imagine that thing sitting on there while you're using it. So that's a little wrench kind of thing that goes on there. And this handle here is something I really don't intend on using very much. But let me go to my 1-knife challenge. And all you guys out there, guys and gals, the first one I saw, I think, was actually from a woman on the 3-knife challenge. And but I just got the 1 knife. Actually, I got a couple of knives, but you know, I don't have any emotional attachment to them. If the knife works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I guess, in all honesty, I probably could make a little video about the knife challenge thing. Basically, I can't remember what the information they were looking for was on that. But and unboxing this device, that was everything. There's nothing else in that box. All right, so I just want to keep the box parts together. I see something on here I like quite a bit. This has a nice protective shield over it. And these are not really sharp. The blades on this thing are not actually sharp. They're just heavy. So this thing's going to do the damage with how fast it's spinning. And it looks quite dangerous. Anyway, so this has a shield on it here, so that's very nice. I like that. I will be making use of it. Anyway, so with that, the unboxing is really easy. Everything just comes right out of the box. There's not a whole lot to it. I will have some video footage of me in action using this thing, because there's a whole bunch of areas all around the exterior of the property. 100% needs to be trimmed down, weed whacked, bushwhacked, whatever. Right around the house, there's some areas that need to be done. I can't get near close enough with my lawnmower. I see some plants back there. Oh, you can see behind me maybe. Here, let me get out of the way. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but that's a big oak tree back there. And way back there by the trunk of the tree itself, there are, you know, kind of like trees growing up right next to it. And I have to get rid of those before they kind of do any damage or take over that space with that tree. And there are some other trees growing up out there. Maybe you can see them back there. They are actually under the canopy of the tree as well, and they're too big for me to hit with the lawnmower, so I'm gonna have to go back there and whack those down with this baby first. And if this is not good enough, I'm gonna have to do something else to do it. All right. So, but I'll make videos. This is all about this the property and taking care of it and property manage it and stuff on a bigger area. Now, when I was up there in the bird's nest room, or the crow's nest room, or the catwalk room, what I didn't say is, like, part of the reason, a huge part of the reason why we picked this particular property. No, I'm not going to go in there. The reason why I want to maintain this property is my goals and objectives are to make the neighbors around us. There's somebody with cattle over there. There's somebody with horses over here. There's somebody with a farm back over here. There's a couple of places around here. There's actually not that many neighbors. But what my wife and I want, and my specific goals and objectives, is I want everybody going past this property in the neighborhood here to be very, very happy that we acquired this property. And I want them to be have the pride of the history of this property as a horse ranch, and get this thing back up to looking like it needs to be. Because down the road, I don't know what we're going to do with this property, but in all honesty, if some people in the area, or maybe family or whatever, if they have horses and they would like to keep them here and come and take care of them here and stuff, that'd be fine with us. I mean, you know, by all means, have your horse here, take care of it, ride it around. We'll have, you know, areas to be as safe as we possibly can. And with that, if you look at, when I went back and looked at this property on Google Earth, and I went in a Wayback Machine kind of thing with that, what I saw horses. I saw them. They were walking around. I mean, you don't see them in motion. It's a still image. But the horses had been all different parts of the property at different times. All the way up until at least 2013, there were horses on this property. I've seen them. So, you know, to me, it's, you know, I love the animals and everything. I don't necessarily want a horse of my own, but, you know, I like horses and I love animals. And I would love, kind of for the memory and the history and the respect of the animals that had lived here, I would like to bring this place back up to where, if they could live right here again, like tomorrow, you know. So that's what I really want to kind of do. So anyways, with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Until I catch you in the next one, take care and be well.